Good afternoon. Ganny is back, and I have a great story. I'm just a grandmother who likes to read to kids. Some of you have Grammies, nannies, Gmas, Mimis. There's so many different names, but we're just grandmothers, and I wanted to be called Ganny. But anyway, today's story is wow. It's great being a duck. Joan Rankin, she's the author, means she wrote this story. She's also the illustrator. So she drew all the pictures too. Remember, if you can't write stories, but you like to draw, you may be able to draw the pictures for somebody who's writing a book. That would be so amazing to be part of it like that. This book is published by, it's got a lot of names here, but it's an imprint of Simon and Schuster Children's Publishing Division. And so there's other people here all connected to this book that wanted this story out there for little guys like you. It's really aged for ages 4 to 8 to work on their reading. Okay, remember, reading is fun, and when you can read, when you get older, it's easier to get a job when you can read well, articulate, and enunciate the words. That means you say them correctly when you see them, and so make reading fun. That's what I try to do for you. Here's a little egg right here. Lily, she was the last born. She was the last to hatch and the smallest and the skinniest. All of the other ducklings had already left the nest when, at last, crack, Lily's egg began to crack. And then Lily peeped out. She saw her mother's eye. Look at Lily. See, she's got this on her head. And so what she sees has all this eggshell on it. She saw her mother's eye. See that eggshell? And then she saw her mother's feathers. And then she saw her mother's feet. So she's got eye, feathers, and feet. Crash! Lily fell out of her egg into the big world. Now, Lily's mother, she was very proud. She wanted everyone to admire tiny Lily. Oh, come swim, quacked Lily's older brothers and sisters. Come swim, come on, come swim. Those are all her sisters and brothers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So she makes number 6. Come along, Lily, coaxed Mother Duck. You must learn to swim, or furry legs, long tail, sharp snout, pink-tongued fox, he will gobble you up. But Lily did not want to take her feet off the ground, but she did like her mama said. I told you I would drown, she said. So while her brothers and sisters were swimming and diving, they're having fun with the water, Lily practiced walking. Plomp, plomp, one foot after the other into the dark green forest she walked. Look at what she still has on. That shell is still on her head. That's going to play a part of the story. Along the long and winding path, she went until she met Mr. Furrylegs. What's a nice little duck like you doing in the dark green forest? Asked Mr. Furrylegs. See, that's what she sees. I'm walking, replied Lily proudly. Well, you're very small and skinny, remarked Mr. Furrylegs. I'll show you where you can eat some tender nasturtium leaves. You need fattening up, little duck. Lily ate so many leaves she could hardly waddle home. A week later, she met Mr. Furrylegs, Longtail. This is Furrylegs and Longtail. My, you do walk well for a duck, said Mr. Furrylegs, Longtail. Oh, thank you, said Lily. I shall never take my feet off the ground. It's far too dangerous. Well, I love walking too, said Mr. Furrylegs, Longtail. Let's stroll together into the forest, and I'm going to show you some tasty things for a growing duck like you to eat. Lily ate so many wild berries. She was a skinny little duck. Look at this. She ate until her beak turned purple. She ate until her feathers turned purple. Well, how do you feel now? Asked her new friend. Oh, I feel fat, Lily replied. Well, good, said Mr. Furry Legs Longtail. I like fat ducks. Ooh, I don't like the sound of that. She still got her little shell stuck on. The following week later, Lily returned to the berry patch, and there she met Mr. Furry Legs, Long Tail, and Sharp Snout. While she looked for any remaining berries, they talked. Hey, do you have a large family? Asked her new friend. Oh, yes, I have lots of big brothers and sisters. Oh, really? Then I must show you where to find some snails. I believe they're very good for making ducks. Big, strong, and fat. Look at poor Lily. The snails were so tasty, so absolutely scrumptious. Lily stayed until she had eaten every single one. These are snails. I guess ducks like them. I don't know. I've never tried them, really. Do bring your brothers and sisters next time, called out Mr. Furry Legs Longtail Sharp Snout. Okay, but they can't walk as quickly as I can. And off she waddled with her tail dragging on the ground. She used to be the smallest and the skinniest, the tiniest. The next week, Mr. Furry Legs, Longtail Sharp Snout, Pink Tongue, came walking along the forest path. There he found Lily sitting alone on the path, sobbing. Well, why are you crying all by yourself? He asked. My family has flown away to a bigger pond, she cried. Oh, dear, I was hoping to have a party with all of you. Hey, why don't you come along with me? Lily stopped crying. Oh, you are so kind, she sniffed as she got up to follow her new friend into the dark green forest. Hurry, hurry, you really must walk a little faster, said Mr. Furry Legs, Long Tail, Sharp Snout, Pink Tongue, licking his lips. Ooh, how rude, thought Lily, resting for a while. Come on, he snarled at her. Just who does he think he is? Quacked Lily, looking up. When she looked up, still has that on, she glared at his furry legs. She studied his long tail. She observed his sharp snout, and she goggled as his pink tongue slipped across a row of needle-sharp teeth. Those are sharp teeth. Lily squeaked and Lily squawked when she saw Mr. Furry Legs, Longtail, Sharp Snout, Pink Tongue, Fox. Remember, her mother told her she needed to learn how to swim because a fox likes to eat ducks. Quickly, Lily turned and ran. Here she goes. She ran and she ran. Flap, flap, flop, flop. Faster and faster along the winding path through the dark green forest, all the way back to the pond. Splash! Into the pond she went. Paddle, paddle, faster and faster. Lily could hear the panting breath of Mr. Fox. She could feel his prickly whiskers on her tail because he was so close. Paddle, paddle went her feet. Flap, flap went her wings. And then suddenly, Lily was flying. Up, up over the pond, up over the trees, right out of the reach of Mr. Fox. Up, up over the hills, and onto the other side. Below, in a big pond, she saw her family. The fox, see, he can't fly. It doesn't matter how much he tries. That fox is not going to fly. He might can climb a tree, but he's not going to fly. Down she glided and landed just like an expert. Look, look, said her brothers and sisters. Hey, Lily, we thought you could only walk. Well, so did I, said Lily. But now, guess what? I can do everything. She's swimming, she's flying, and she's diving. And when she said, I can do everything, she could. Oh, Oh, wow, said Lily. It's great being a duck. Yeah, but it's tough being a little snail. Remember what ducks like to eat? So she's saying it's good to be a duck. He's saying, whoa, I don't know about being a snail. I hope this was a fun little story for you. No one's given me ideas of what you might like me to read, and I think you prefer shorter stories. And thank you. I appreciate everybody who's tuned in and is watching. Several of you have subscribed. You've hit the subscribe button, and you'll be notified when I upload a story. I thank you for that. I will take positive critique in comments. It would be really nice to know what I could do better for you and to make these stories enjoyable for your children. Anyway, that's it for right now. I probably will read another one later because reading always makes Ganny feel better. So thank you, everybody. Have a marvelous day. And I hope my grandbabies watch this. Bye until next time.